Hi there, welcome to the Vegan Corner. Today's recipe is for an Indian-inspired dish, also known as Tomato Dal. This lentil preparation, actually made with split peas, goes extremely well with rice in general, but if you are looking for a perfect match, basmati rice is the answer. We should probably mention about the aroma that spreads all over your home when you cook tomato dal, but we'll let you discover that for yourself, as we don't want to suck all the fun out of the surprise that comes from making a dish such as this one. The ingredient list is in the description down below the video. To begin with, cook the split peas as instructed on the packet. We like to soak them for no more than 40 minutes and to cook them for roughly 30-40 minutes. The important things when it comes to cooking these lentils, which are not lentils, is to stop the cooking process when they are easy to mash if squeezed between two fingers, as you can see here. However, make sure not to cook them too long or they will fall apart and you will turn this beautiful dish into a sort of thick soup, and we don't want to be blamed for that, you have been warned. Once the lentils are ready, you can set them aside to cool and move on to the next step. Finely slice the onion and the garlic. Do you want a tip to avoid crying whilst cutting the onions? Well, even if you don't want, you're going to get one anyway. If you freeze the onion for roughly 30 minutes before cutting it, then you won't drop a single tear. Unless you like to listen to the Titanic soundtrack whilst in the kitchen, and unfortunately there is nothing we can do to help you out there. Now finely chop the ginger and we are ready to begin with the cooking process. Place a pot over a medium heat, pour in some water and add all the sliced and chopped vegetables. Stir well to combine and sweat the vegetables until the onions are soft and translucent. If you notice your vegetables are about to burn, make sure to add a little more water. Did you know that almost every Indian recipe starts with onion, ginger and garlic? Well, to be fair, the first things that generally go into the pan are the spices with the oil, but we are not using it, so we will add the spices in just a second. Throw in all the spices and stir well to combine. You don't need to worry about following any specific order when you add your spices. You can now add the tomato sauce and stir once again to incorporate. If you are wondering where we got such a good looking and utterly delicious tomato sauce from, the answer is pretty simple. We made it! You can do the same by following our simple recipe, which you will find the link for in the description down below the video. Now bring the sauce to a simmer before adding the last ingredient, which are the previously prepared lentils. Stir in the lentils and bring to a simmer once again. Now we are sure you can understand why we don't want to overcook the lentils in the first place, as they need to cook some more time now, and if they are overcooked to begin with, well, you can imagine how the final dish would look like, right? Cook the ingredients for 5 minutes over the lowest heat to complete the dish. And look at that! This is the final tomato dal. What do you think about it? We think this dish looks rather appetizing, and to tell you the truth, it is quite delicious. We never propose recipes for the sake of doing it. Everything we share with you is tested several times, just to bring you some of the best fat-free dishes ever invented. Thank you very much for your continued support, and if you want us to continue with our work, why not giving us a thumbs up and share this video with your friends? Recipes like this really are something special, and we are confident that your friends would also consider tomato dal an exciting preparation.